Everyone, this is Shaunik from Server 196 in the Wars Alliance. I was gonna go over construction buffs and how they work, and then also kind of like how things stack. A lot of times people have kind of a misconception of like if you get a buff, for example, right now, if uh, if I were to give somebody 8 roses, these guys, the yellow rose, um, they made it a while back to where all roses are. Let me see if I can find the notice. I think it's like. Maybe it's gone now, but the notice was basically every week on weekly reset, so like on Sunday or whatever, it will change the rose effect to be something different. This week is a 20% decrease, or sorry, not decrease. That's the misconception. It's a 20% additional construction speed. 1 second here. So this is really it right here. So it gives you an additional 20% to this number, what it means. So really quickly, I can show you. If you look here, I'm at 288 or 288.10%. And you can see the breakdown here. Technology, that's from my lab, basically. Alliance Tech, obviously, from Alliance Tech, pretty self explanatory. Building is 50. That is all from your villa or villa. um, Villa is interesting because, like, there's a lot of debate when it's viable and when you should upgrade it. If you look, it costs quite a bit of resources to upgrade, and it takes quite a bit of time. So you spend days and a lot of well, not tons of resources, but you spend a lot of days and resources, and you only gain like 2%. Should I stop once it gets to the basically? I'm trying to decide if it's worth it for me to go to 26 for the extra 2% at this point. But that's for me to kind of figure out. I mean, I think it would be fine or helpful overall because, in general, it's just gonna all add together and help. So let me go back to here. All right. So you click, if you ever are curious, you can click on any building and it will have the default, which this is if I had absolutely no construction speed increase, it would be 18 days. But with all of the construction speed increases I do have, it's only 4 days and 17 hours, which you can see on the button. It's like that for every building, but and I have this for every building. That's my kind of base. There's heroes also that help with construction. I think the main one of those is Sophia. Let me look here. Yeah. So if you read her third skill, it helps quite a bit. There's another 10% I can get here And if I max out that skill, I can increase my construction speed. Another really slept on kind of thing that a lot of people don't work on, unfortunately, or they don't realize how important it is your refugees. Um, so diplomats are really helpful. I haven't gotten many of those for some reason. We just haven't seen them popping. I've been unlucky with that. They're really good because the help duration is really helpful with alliance help buttons. It can really add up to take off a lot of time off of your construction speed, or really not even. It's everything that the alliance can help you with: healing troops, research, construction speed. I mean, you name it. So those are really good. You want to get those when you can. But the other one that's really good is the butler. If you can upgrade your butlers, you should. I mean, you see here I have one that's 2-starred and he gives 25% bonus. The capital buff that you have to wait in line for only gives a 20%. So I basically just have this guy forever, and as I upgrade him, he will get better and better. And if you look, you can see the refugees are giving me 82% right now. That's insane. So, like, as I increase those, um, my construction speed will get even better. And, yeah, that'll be really helpful. Now, the only other thing is the VIP. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, I should have said there's two other things really. Um, VIP is your VIP rank. That's basically, some of them give you, or some levels of VIP help you with construction speed. Not all of them. The higher you go, there might be one you unlock that gives you a little more. Um, and you get 200 VIP points every day you log in, or you get some VIP points when you spend money. Um, Alliance cities is helpful. That's from your alliance owning. Like right now, our alliance has 6 cities on the map. We're keeping those 6 cities. Technically, you could own up to, I think, 8 if you do the alliance tech over here. That gives you an extra city. Really, it doesn't give you an extra city. You have to go capture another one, because our server right now has a lot of different NAP alliances and stuff like that. It would be a little bit more difficult probably for us to work deals out to take their cities and move them further back on the map and stuff like that. We'd have to negotiate. Whereas maybe on other servers, you could just push people out and take over 8. So you might be able to get even more of a construction speed bonus that way. So this is really what I wanted to drive home though. So let's really take a look at, do upgrade. Pay attention to these two things. So here, remember, I'm at 288.10%. and it's taking 10 days and 8.52 hour or sorry 8 hours and 52 minutes. So 10 days and 8 hours and 52 minutes to upgrade this thing if I want to. So I'm just going to try to memorize 288 in 10 days because it's too early in the morning for me. Anyway, all right, let's go look at this capital buff here. Looks like there's a line for this capital buff. Capital buff gives you 20% construction speed. All right. So let's see if there's something else here. There's another one that gives you 15%. So, if you were to be, let's say, let me just do this. Bum, 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 bum. Where am I? I'm just gonna send who's online. We'll send Submariner here. Eight flowers. All right. So that just gave me a construction speed increase of 20%. So now we'll go back to my base and we're going to look at that. All right, perfect. So now I'm at 308, right? And it didn't take 20% off of the day or the amount of days. It doesn't do that. It increases construction speed by 20%. And the same thing goes with the capital buff, which you can stack. So if I wanted to wait in line, if I was about to start something big, it for me would increase my 308 to 328.10, and I would get another, let's see, what did that decrease? It went from like 10 days 8 hours to 9 days and 20 hours. So we're looking at about 12-hour decrease for me for the extra 20% construction speed. So that's like, it's not huge, but if I were to, you keep adding up this stuff, you keep getting more refugees, you keep getting your buildings up. I keep getting Sophia up to max on her skill. And then I stack these buffs. I mean, I think you could probably get up to 400 percent, potentially maybe a little higher, um, especially with the buffs. So, uh, unfortunately, the rose buff changes, like I said, every week. So, next week, the rose buff might give us like extra attack or troop attack or something like that. Um, or I think that initially it did this thing where it would do what that it would do the same thing of what this diplomat does. It would give you a bonus of 120, like 120 seconds off. So 2 minutes um, off of your help duration. So anyhow, um, that's how that works. If you want help, like trying to figure out the recruiting refugee thing, I made a video on it about dual day, the day that the construction is going on, basically, where you get points for construction and speed up. There's also a part for refugees, and about every week, I think I save up around 20,000 of these things by doing all of the daily tasks and stuff like that. Um, anyway, you hit, I can hit this free button really quick here. But basically, what you want to do is you want to just hit it, and you want to wait and spend your packets on that day on butlers and diplomats and scientists, things that are going to increase those speeds, because you get duplicates of those, and once you get a duplicate of them, then you can increase here. You'll see that's where you can increase their promotion, and it gets better and better and better, right? So keep doing it. Anyway, um, you really want to push um, them as high as they can go, and then get, like, obviously you want your purple butlers as well, right? So yeah, just keep pushing those, and that's how that works. I've had a lot of people thinking that it meant 20% off of your time. So let's say it was going to take 10 hours to construct. They were like, why doesn't it say 8 hours now? And it's not how it works. It just increases your construction speed. So, anyhow, hope this helps explain it for people, and have a good day. Bye.